Hello guys and girls, and welcome to week 4 of the Baby League. We are up versus O-Spastic and the Big Island Volcanions. We are currently 2-1, looking to get our free run right here, since this is only a 7-week league. And the top half of the standings basically make it into playoffs. This means with 4 wins, you're very likely to get playoffs. So only 2 more wins and we are basically in the playoffs. For that, of course, we have to defeat O-Spastic first, and he has a pretty threatening team. But before we go into the whole team period part of the usual shoutouts, recording this match was none other than a Raptors for me, and getting this team for me was none other than Electric Tech 9. He is a coach in this league as well. All the links, of course, will be in the description. But yeah, now going into team preview. Of course, I don't do team builds. This is mainly a fun season, fun league, and overall. But let me go over my team really quick. Still, we have a Spadef, Chespin with Spikes, then Choice Specs, Yanma, a Sandstorm, Sword Stance, Drillbar with Sandrush, Nasty Plot, Poison MZ, Krogunk, a Chopperberry, what's called again, Ponyard, and Assault Lasted Solaces. Looking at the opponent's team, he brought the what's the little cat called again? Torracat is the second evolution. The other one is the Incineroar. First one is Litten. There we go. Litten, Elekid, Railu, Frillish, and the Abra. Pretty threatening team. Main threats he had on this team was the Abra and the Elekid. Railu can potentially be annoying as well. The rest, I'm not too worried about. The rest is more defensive, and then Litten there was just a fill-in more, and it's not too scared of Litten. Mainly, you are always afraid of the offensive mode of your opponents, since this is such an offensive meta. And yeah, that's basically the whole thing. I decided to just lead us straight to my Chespin because it's my check to the Elekid. I have Bulldoze to that as well. And yeah, I can take any hit, go for Bulldoze, get a lot of damage, and then go second Bulldoze and kill it. Or go for Spikes, potentially on a Sword Switch. Either way, I decided to leave my Chespin. We get some headshots because this whole team is grounded, so Spikes affect him the same way as Rocks. I actually don't have Rocks on this team. That actually goes for a lot of teams. A lot of teams don't really are Rocks weak, they are mainly Spikes weak, so having Chespin is very nice. So I lead with Theodore, my Chespin, and he decides to lead with his little lead, Flagra. I don't know where his nickname is from, but Flagra, there we go. And we most likely just exchange headshots right here. I'm fine with standing up Spike, he can't really hurt me in any way, shape, or form. Worst thing he can do is probably toxic me. But I can see right here, he actually decides to just go straight for the Starfrog, and I'm gonna use this chance to, in the second turn, just basically repeat getting him a Spike and see how he responds. If he has Toxic or not. He does switch out, so he most likely doesn't have Toxic, and I can just get a free second layer of Spikes. He does switch into his Arbor though, and even though I'm Spadef, I don't want to take hit from this thing. I need to sing as healthy as possible for the Elekid, because otherwise this is not a check anymore. And I do have the Daisy switch into this thing, which is my Solaces, because the HP fighting here is could be possible pretty much my Ponyard right away, and this is just an overall safe switch and having the Assault and stuff like that. He does indeed go for the Hidden Power, so I did make the correct switch, but actually not resisted, so this is probably not Hidden Power fighting, probably Hidden Power Fire, I want to say, for Ponyard, something like that. Good prep, out prepping my Chopperberry basically, but I just go for Single Beam right here. Do not have Shadow Ball, I have Single Beam all of that because I think he had a Stunky. I think he had a Stunky, and I wanted to have Single Beam to hurt it a little bit, and then I have HP Ground as well, and then I can 2-hit KO with HP Ground. So that's why I have Single Beam and not Shadow Ball. He just goes to Sploosh and Frillish, which of course with this that does take very little damage. And I just hard switch out right back into my Theodore. I don't mind getting Scald Burnt, and I'm Spadef, so I don't take anything from Ice Beam. And I can get my final layer of Spikes with him. He just goes straight for the Will-O-Wisp, so like I said, I'm not too worried getting Scald Burnt. The main thing I have this thing for the Elekid for is slowing it down with Bulldoze. That I can still do with Burn. I don't do as much damage, but of course I still slow it down. But since I think he doesn't have brought any hazard removal, I want all 3 layers from Spikes and get 25% on any of his mons, allowing my Yanma basically to sweep through his team with a little chip damage, and then I can just spam Bug Buzz / Air Slash. He doesn't go hard into Goten, which is his, Railu. And I don't really have a good switch into this. Solaces sadly is Assault as Spadef, so he doesn't take it too well on the physical side. And I am free, basically just to second my Theodore right here and just go repeat for Bulldoze, so I can then outspeed it with something and basically kill it. Now you can see right here, that plan is not totally working out since he has the agility, and that is pretty threatening. Because looking at my team, if he has the right coverage, he has the potential to just straight sweep through my team. My Ponyard does have the Chopperberry, but even after that, he dies to a fighting attack. A stab fighting attack, he just still dies. The Chopperberry was there for Hidden Power fighting on the Abra. And then my Solaces is not physically defensive, so it dies to a Life of Crunch. This thing, of course, can take the hits too well. I can see right here, this is a life of Drain Punch, and does over half to my chest bin right here. Sadly, it does have Drain Punch, so he gets a lot of recovery back, and we see these life orbs, so my Solus is not taking it either. I'm just spamming Bulldoze right here to slow it down, basically, and be able to revenge kill it with my Yanma. That is basically my plan. The sad part of that is, of course, that Bulldoze only reduces speed by 1, whereas he gets +2 speed once the agility. So I have to prevent him from getting to +2 if possible. He does go for agility right here. He was at neutral before, now he's at +2 again. After this Bulldoze, he will only be at +1. And yeah, sadly still faster than my Yanma, since that doesn't have Protect. It's a Choice Specs variant, and without the +1, I'm actually slower than him. And even after that, he most likely got agility on my Protect, predicting that. But either way, I do just fire off another Bulldoze right here. He is at +1 speed currently, and he does go for agility, so now he's at +3 speed. So he's a very speedy Rilo, and basically my main way of dealing with this right now, since it's way too speedy and way too strong, is to life orb stall it down, and that's how I'm gonna deal with this thing. Basically just switching around, trying to get as much life orb damage on him as possible. Sadly, it does have Drain Punch as well, so I have to be careful to not switch something in which gets him a lot of recovery. But I do attack my Theodore right here to the Drain Punch. He shouldn't get too much recovery out of this, since I am very low already, and with the life orb, I think he's back at where he was before, or is he even at over 50%. Let's look right here. He is actually at a bit more fixed. So actually got recovery on it. But anyway, I go to Blobbit right here. I died to Life or Crunch, so that's not why I brought it in. I actually want to double out into my Pawniard right here to predict the Crunch and get some Life or recall on him. I want to play around with him a little bit, but he does switch out into Sploosh, so he probably thought that I could take the hit, or he doesn't have Crunch maybe. Either way, he does go into Sploosh, and I can just hard switch out to my Pawniard. That looked like a great prediction, but honestly, I just want to get Life Orb recall on this Rhino. Either way, I can now pursue trap this thing. He was max speed after going from the single wheel cards, and even if he stays in, he should be in range of a pursuit, so that's easy trap for me. Great that worked out so well for me. Of course, that was not a prediction, that was just pure luck on my part, basically. But he lives on a sliver of health. That looked a lot like a roll, and he gets Willows up versus my Pawniard. This is very annoying, because now with the burn, he can potentially set up again with his Rhino versus my Pawniard, because Iron Head is not doing too much. So that roll was pretty unfortunate, and that he stayed in as well. If it would have gone straight for knockoff, he would have been dead. But either way, now I can go for second pursuit, and his Frillish is finally down. But my thing, of course, is burn. I have to hope. Don't go into Rhino, please. Here, don't go into Rhino. Go into anything else. I'm fine with anything else, but no, do not show me the Rhino right here. But he does go into Rhino, and yeah, basically I don't really have a good switch in right here. I'm just going straight for the Iron Head, which would actually kill from this rate. Oh wait, no, I double out. Yeah, I double out back into my Blobbit, predicting the Drain Punch, or the Agility, because last time I did scam out with this, so maybe if he goes for Agility I can scam out again with this, but sadly he does go for Drain Punch, and now you can see that actually does a lot of damage, since my Blobbit is... Solus in general is not as bulky as Reuniclus, way not as bulky as Reuniclus, and yeah, he gets a lot of recovery from this. Drain Punch actually is a 2-hit KO, and actually decide to keep my Blobbit and just sack my Pawniard right here, since my Blobbit with a generator is still useful for the Abra, whereas Pawniard not as useful anymore. But he does go for second Drain Punch. That does kill me through the Tropical Berry, but the good thing is I prevented him from going for an Agility with these plays I made, and that means I can go into my Yanma, outspeed him, and just go for Air Slash and kill this guy. I need to get rid of this Rhino. This is way too big of a threat. Did not prep very well for that. If it gets an Agility up, it has potential to just straight sweep through my team. But either way, I do just go straight into Pyro right here. Sadly, I do have to take the Rocks damage right here. I don't think I brought Hazard Move on his team either way. But now I can just go for the Air Slash and KO this thing. And he does just go straight for Agility. You were probably wondering why is this guy faster? It's just because he has Prankster. He wasn't actually faster than me. He probably predicted my Protect right here or something. Like, it was the last ditch I play if he didn't want to switch. Either way, I go for Air Slash, which just nukes this thing, because even without Choice Specs, that would have killed the Rhino. And I get my first speed boost, and that means I'm faster than everything barring a Choice Scarf Elekid. But if he does decide to go into Vengeance right here, which turns out to be his Litten, and he probably thought I was a Z variant and knew I was Choice Specs, because I go to the Calc, and even a max HP, or an offensive Litten, that's sorry, XP Litten dies to Choice Specs Air Slash after the spikes damage. So I just do Air Slash again, hope to not miss, and we kill the Litten. And here we are back. My hope is he decided to lag right there, so I stopped the recording and we start anew. And we are still, of course, in versus the Elekid, and he just did go for Feint, which breaks through Protect, if you are not aware of that. He did protect my Protect right here, but that was, of course, a misplay. I was already at +3 speed, so I was faster than everything. I had no need to protect right here. And yeah, basically, I still have my pilot around, and I can just go for second Air Slash on this thing. Of course not killing him, but I have a chance for a flinch potentially, and after that he dies to the next air slash. So just go for the air slash right here. I don't have to switch into this, I just want to weaken this guy. That was still the first air slash after the feint. He is sadly out of range of a second air slash, but weakening this guy is just very nice. If I get a flinch, I can even potentially kill him. So yeah, that is very nice. We do not get a flinch, but I can see we do get a critical hit, which of course did matter. He could have just gone for any electric attack and killed me. That was a pretty big crit on my part. Pilot deciding we will punish him for that feint play and yeah, make him suffer. He does go into Abra, of course. If that is focus slash, that will lift the air slash and kill me back. And yeah, he still gets rid of Yanma, but after that I can go to Krog and kill him with the Evacuum Wave, but he is not Sash. And we still have Yanma around just sweeping through his team. Pilot, please chill. Don't hurt him too much with this crit. Now he killed the Abra, and now he goes into his Lily, which of course will be able to live an air slash because it's a rather bulky and it's a neutral hit, and he can just go for a rock move and kill me off right here. We do go for the air slash, and it turns out he actually doesn't have a rock move. He just goes straight for Giga Drain, and that means if I don't miss right here, and I don't miss a lot in a row, my Yanma or Pilot right here just came in and killed 5 mons, and we basically win the game right here. And like you can see, we get another speed boost. We are now at plus bazillion speed. I actually lost count at how fast we are, but yeah, we go straight for the air slash, and we don't miss. We kill the Flaga. We actually didn't miss any air slash in this. We hit all of them. We crit one of them. Pilot going through the mons like butter, and we did manage to win versus Ospastic and his big Iron Volcanions in a big 5-0 manner. Only our Arcam did go down. Or did any events go down? Oh, and just went 4-0. Never mind. We did 4-0. But yeah, after this match, Pilot is just way too strong. Basically, he did make a misplay with the feint. That of course was a big mistake. He should have gone straight for electric attack. He would have killed me. And yeah, not only that he got punished for that by getting more damage on his Advocate, he got punished for that by getting crit as well, which of course did matter. After that he was though in range of the Krogan, but then he still had the other around, so my Krogan couldn't sweep yet. I still had Soul Assist for that, but either way the game would have been way closer. My Drillbot did hit the field as well, could have done some stuff, but the crit definitely mattered and made this just a very smooth game for Pilot just to wreck shop and kill anything with air slash. That's what Pilot does. Gets speed boost, doesn't even need Channel Lens to kill things with specs. But either way, that is all for this upload. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, all links in the description. Check out the guys I mentioned at the beginning. All the links are in the description as well. And I will see you another time. Ciao.